Hi there, I'm Aquarellina and you are watching me paint something that's very, very dear to my heart and something that I consider the core of Aquarellina. But first I would like to say thank you guys for helping me reach 600 subscribers, and I think we're almost up to 700, so I'm really glad to see the community and the channel is growing. So what you see me paint here are the sort of brainstorming first phase sketches for a little paper theater set. I consider these paper theater sets and all of the fairy tale stuff my personal art expression, and I simply wanted to tell you a little bit more about my fairy tale beginnings. So ever since the second year of college, I went to an art school in Sarajevo. I have started to paint and draw fairy tale-like art and sketches in my sketchbooks with forests and landscapes and the light shining through onto the grass. I was very fascinated by nature, and I do plan to make a video on showing you all of that and how it all started. But the first paper theater set that you can find on the bottom of my Instagram or on my Behance was the one that I made on my fourth year, so by the end of 2014. It was a semestral project in a subject unique design, and every student had their own theme. They had a free choice of making a product they would want, and mine was a sort of a toy for kids that was out of paper and something between a pop-up or a video game and only in real life, like a dollhouse. At that time I started drawing different types of doors and windows, and this is something I still start with, and I build my fairy gardens from these concepts of doors and windows. I give them a style, visual style, and from there I try to imagine what kind of person or a fairy would live there. All I'm going to tell you about the upcoming fairy garden is that the person who lives in a tiny house is going to be an artist or a sculptor, and the house is going to be all based around this little fountain you see in the left corner, and this little window which has like Art Nouveau stone carved look to it. I want to give off the feeling that the artist had this really rustic Tudor looking home, and then he added all of these stone carvings on top of it, maybe to impress the passengers or to get more work, you know. You'll see, it's interesting, and I really hope that I get to finish that quite fast and make a video about it, show you guys all of the sketches and the paper models. And right now I am at the prototyping phase, so you will get to see a lot of that later. And the last thing I wanted to touch on is to explain to you why my fairy gardens always somehow take place in a forest. Well, some of you know that I grew up and I live in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that country is really beautiful, green and lush in the time of spring and summer. So as a child, I had a chance to play outside a lot and to interact with nature. I am simply inspired with creating something mysterious and imaginative, painting something in that forest environment that could potentially be there, like a hidden fairy dwelling or an imaginary world, just brings me back to childhood and daydreaming. The reason I'm creating these videos and my art is because I want to convey that message and pass on this same feeling to you who is watching. So I'm quite excited to tell you that there will be more videos like this, and this is just the beginning, so we're just getting to know each other and you are just getting to know my art. There's so much to tell, so I'm really excited to see you and talk to you soon. Bye!